According to the CDC, 800,000 people are hospitalized each year as a result of a fall. And in 2019, 34,000 people died as a direct result of a fall. And one source cites that 40% of all nursing home admissions are the result of a fall. Now, the primary strategy people utilize to avoid falls is an activity avoidance strategy. They just avoid things that they think might cause them to fall. And as a result, they're less active and they get weaker, thereby increasing their fall risk. Now, statistically, the main factor that determines if somebody is going to have a fall is a history of falls. So clearly, most people are doing the wrong thing to prevent falls. If you're a senior with an issue with balance and mobility or the family member of such a person, and you want to know what you can do about falls, I encourage you to keep watching this video. My name is Vince Prospero. I've been a physical therapist for over 30 years, 16 of which I've spent working in various nursing homes as both a physical therapist and rehab director. Two main things I've learned in my time in nursing homes is, number one, nobody wants to get stuck in a nursing home, and number two, a great way to get stuck in a nursing home is by falling. Now, I'm a certified fall prevention specialist, and I've dedicated this part of my career solely to fall prevention with the objective to keep people out of nursing homes. Now, the problem as I see it, and I'll use the example of a fall with a hip fracture. A person will go to the hospital, have surgery, and then they'll be admitted to the subacute rehab portion of a nursing home. Now, the average subacute stay is 3 weeks. And the reason for that is most insurances will pay in full for 20 days. On day 21, the patient will start to incur a copay, which is usually $100 to $120 per day. So our job as therapists is to try to get them out at that 3-week mark. So we're focused on the injury and improving weight bearing and just getting them good enough to be home. And rarely do we get the opportunity to really focus on the balance and mobility issues that cause the fall to begin with. And then once the person goes home, they have physical and occupational therapies for 2, maybe 3 times a week for 4 weeks or so. But they still never get to the point where they're really addressing those balance and mobility issues. So as you can imagine, 6, 8 months, maybe a year later, they're back in rehab after another series of falls and another injury. So my goal is to put a wrench in that cycle. So I developed a fall prevention program that covers everything that can be done at home in order to decrease fall risk. Now, if you think maybe you're too old or your situation's too medically complex in order to make any significant gains, I can assure you that's not the case. The number one determining factor as far as success in any rehab program is a willingness and ability to participate. I've treated many people with multiple medical issues, and I can tell you participation was that number one factor. So if this is of interest to you, I invite you to click the link in the video to learn more. Thanks. I hope to see you.